2012 International Day Cab single rear, not tandem. And we're headed down here to drop off 2 campers in the flatbed division down here in Corbin, Kentucky. And wind's been a little rough today as we come down. Had a little ice on the roads coming out of Indiana. We got down here now where temperature's got a little warmer and stuff, so we wanted to give you a little heads up. Just got the truck back out of the shop. I don't know if I mentioned in the previous video or not, but we was at the motel there in Napanee, Indiana, Countryside Inn. If you're a transporter and want to look for a nice motel, Countryside Inn in Napanee, Indiana is where you need to go. Great people, great family atmosphere. Their logo and their slogan is home away from home. Home always waiting. Home is always awaiting. So basically home on the road, but it's Countryside Inn in Napanee, Indiana. If you're a transporter, they got transporter rates. You can't beat it. You will go there. But just give you a little heads up. As we mentioned in the previous video, we have moved over to the flatbed division here in Horizon Transport. And we'll try to get some video of the truck and loading and unloading and first one thing and another. Some things that we've done that we've added to the truck, that kind of stuff. Maybe we'll put it in with this video or not. I don't know. We just rambling right now, I guess you could say. But I certainly have enjoyed. This is my second load that I'm on right now with campers. I did a load to Kissimmee, Florida with 3. Dropped those 3 off at a Camping World. Picked up 2 cars, an F-150 as you saw in the pictures in the previous video, and a 2022 Nissan Frontier or Fortner, or how you say that. And delivered those 2. Then the truck started acting up, and it was the DEF filter, DPF filter. And we got that straightened out. So far, so good. It's all running good right now. And seems to be going fine. And we're just keeping our fingers crossed that all works right. All the lights just went out. There ain't no Christmas tree lit up on the dash or anything. So we're enjoying life right now. But as soon as I say that, it can change in the snap of a finger. That's something you need to be prepared for out here. When you get into this RV transport or any type of transport, whether it be hot shod, tractor trailer, whatever you decide to do, if you've got a truck or van or whatever you may use out here on this road, you need to have a nest egg set aside, or a maintenance fund, you could say, set aside to where you got the money to get fixed, because the longer you're out here, the more risk you have of something happening, breaking down. So I highly encourage you to plan on setting so much money aside. I personally set 10% aside of each load or basically each unit. The way we get paid here at Horizon is they break it down per unit. So 10% of each unit basically comes out to 10% of the load. I break down and set it aside for a maintenance fund. That way, when it's time to get oil change, or if I need a tire or something like that, I've got the funds to take care of that. And as it builds, if something more major happens, hopefully I'll have the funds to take care of that as well. But I recommend you do that. And if you go with Horizon, sometimes they will take that 10% out for you and leave it in your, what they call damage deposit. when you first start out, unless you pay them the $1,500 in advance, they're going to take 10% up to $1,500, and then they would stop taking that 10%. Well, I reached out to them and asked them if they could continue taking that 10%, and it'll build up to $9,999.99. Then it'll stop. Well, for me to keep it going, all I got to do is take it back down to $1,500, or in my case, since I'm doing flatbed division, $3,000. I'll take it all out, but $3,000 and leave $3,000 in my damage deposit to cover any kind of accidents or anything like that that may occur with the trailers or the units that I'm hauling. And I'll let that 10% build back up to $9,999.99. I'll move that over into a savings account or my business account. I have a business account. The name of my business, North Georgia Enterprise Incorporated. And I'll move that money over into my business account. That way, if I put it in a savings account, it can draw very little interest, but it could be drawing some interest. But it's up to you. What works for me may not work for you. I'm not telling you that's what you've got to do, by no means. You find out what works for you the best. You might be able to put up more than 10%. You might not be able to put up as much as 10%, but know for one certain thing for sure. If you don't pay that $1,500 if you're doing single tow or drive away, they're going to take 10% right off the top. Not what you get, off the top of what it would pay. Then they're going to take your pickup fee, and then you get what's left after that. So what I have them to do is I have them take 10% after I've got my deposit paid, and they continue taking that 10% off the top. So if a load pays, say for instance, $1.50, you do $1.50 by how many miles that is, that's what that load pays. Well, they're going to take 10% of that. Then if it's single tow, they're going to take a $35 pickup fee from you. If it's drive away, they're going to take a $20 pickup fee from you. It could vary $1 or $2 or a few dollars here and there. But single tow and flatbed or tow away, multi-haul is $35. So if I do 2 units, that's $35 per unit I have to pay. If I do 3 units, it's $35 per times 3. If I do 4, it's $35 times 4. If I do up to 5 small units, it's $35 times 5 as far as pickup fees. But so far so good. I've profited a lot more money being in multi-haul than I did single. I did single tow for a year, as you can go back and see previous videos here on the channel. And you'll see that I've been to California, Oregon, Washington, all out in there, and plan on going out there in this multi-haul and doing that. My single tow truck's still running. I got a driver in it right now, and it's working out good for him, working out a little good for me. So it's all what works for you. And so don't take everything that I say that's the way it's got to be, because that ain't necessarily the way it's got to be. It's whatever works for you. I'm just trying to give you some pointers and some ideas that work for me. Maybe your situation's the same as mine. Maybe it's not. Then you'll have to find out on your own what works best for you. I know of drivers out here that's having 35% took off because they lease a truck from Enterprise and Elkhart, Indiana, and that covers their truck payment and puts a little money in their damage deposit. If they run short on some things, they can pull out some and take care of it that way. So, numbers of ways that you can do it. So don't think I'm saying this is the way it's got to be done. By no means am I saying that. But we're certainly glad that you're watching the Dream Helper channel. We're trying our best to give you information that will try to help you and give you pointers that might work for you, that might not work for somebody else, works for us. And you know, things that we hear, we try to talk about here on the channel. It could be a help, might not be a help. But anyway, we are doing multi-haul now, and we'll try to get more videos up of that. I've got some different things here that I've added to the truck that I'm gonna try to put on the video, put on the channel in the future. Maybe if you get a truck like this, maybe you'd like to set it up. This is what works for me and stuff. And as you can tell, this is a day cab. I have to stay in a motel every night, and I still make money doing that. People say they don't know how I can. You might not can. You may have to get a truck that's got a sleeper on it, or a F350, or a F450, or F550 that's got a back seat in it where you can sleep in your truck. It all depends on your finances and back home and your lifestyle, what you want to make. This business ain't about what you save, it's about what you don't spend. It's you know, the more you don't spend, the more money you're gonna make. So if you don't want to stay in a motel, don't stay in a motel. If you feel more comfortable staying in a motel, stay in a motel. Don't let everybody else out there dictate to you this is how you ought to do it. No, because what works for them might not work for you, just like it might not work for me. I personally enjoy staying in a motel. It gets me out of the truck, lets me rest. I got a TV to watch every night. I got a good shower, get up to, good bed to sleep in every night. This works out perfect for me. I still making money. Am I getting rich? No. I hate to say it, but nobody's getting rich in anything anymore. If you're rich already, you probably stay rich. But if you're not rich, I doubt you'll ever be rich unless you fall backwards into some money and win the lottery, or somebody passes away and leaves you a bunch of money and you can multiply that. Excuse me. Then you might can. But just getting out here working hard and all that, the harder you work, the more you make, the more the government takes. So you can make a decent living, you can live comfortable, you can have things, but just remember, things are things. The main thing is knowing that you're born again and you're in tune with the Lord Jesus Christ. And if that offends you, I'm sorry, but I am a born believer. And I do believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, and I'm not ashamed of it. If that makes you not want to watch my channel, I'm sorry. We'll pray for you. And but you know what? We're just trying to help you. We're not out here trying to push nothing down your throat or anything like that. We're trying to help you be successful in what you chose to do. I'm out here living the dream, man. That's why I call my channel the Dream Helper. I'm living the dream. I enjoy what I do. However, I wish I'd have known about this 25 years ago. I'd have been doing it then. And I didn't know about it then, so I'm just getting into it. Going on my second year now. Working on my second year. Did a year's worth of single tow, and now we've started our second year doing multi-haul. And we're looking forward to where the Lord's going to lead us. And see how we prosper in this thing. Profits. A lot of your profits get eat up in fuel, and there ain't a whole lot we can do about that. Try to find the cheapest fuel you can find and go from there. That's all I can tell you. But anyway, I'm going to cut this video off right here, probably, and we'll try to get some more out there later on. But anyway, keep it between the white lines. Ugly side down and the pretty side up. Be safe out there. We appreciate you watching. If you like our videos, please like and subscribe. tell your friends, share it, and help us build our channel numbers, and we can get more in here watching, where we can start doing some live videos. We'd like to do that as well. But if you'll help us, we certainly appreciate it. You are watching the Dream Helper channel. I'm Nathan. Have a great day.